We've got an all-Italian one coming up first. Davide Di Veroli, he had silver in Verona last year. And he'll face his teammate, Gianpaolo BUZZACCHINO. In our second semifinal, it will be Arthur Philippe of France. And he will face from Azerbaijan, Ruslan Hassanov, who's our number 2 seed and actually the highest ranked fencer remaining in the competition. And our referees for these matches, Juan Carlos Rios Rivera of Mexico, Juan Liendo of Venezuela, Ihab Ben Shaban of Tunisia, Mihail Pagiev of Moldova. And I'm really pleased to welcome Andre Gava from the U.S. coaching squad. You've just had a disappointing loss there, but Greta Kandrevic goes home with a bronze medal and looked quite good. So we've got some men's épée to talk about.
Yeah, and I believe Greta did a great job. She is still a cadet fencer. She will fence cadet competition. She will enter cadet competition tomorrow. So it's a great result, the best career result. So we are very happy for her.
Well, this matchup between BUZZACCHINO and Di Veroli, when you get two Italians, and we're going to see that in the women's final, when you get two teammates fencing each other, sometimes it can be dull, sometimes not. BUZZACCHINO, we'll get to this later, this Canadian Yarov, he beat him just. Engfak in the 16 and Jang Minhyuk in the round of 32. Di Veroli took out another Korean, On, in the 8. Orion of Romania in the 16. And then it was Tajiri of Japan in the 32. They both faced down some tough challenges. But in a matchup like this, especially two Italians together, what do you make of a matchup like this?
On paper, Di Veroli is a stronger fencer, and he already getting some very impressive results on senior level. But like you said, when it comes to the teammates, they know each other, they fence together during the training camp. So everything can happen here. I kind of don't want to predict, but I think Di Veroli have a better chance to win this bout, but we'll see what happens.
Well, last year in Verona, we had the first try at this new format with 3 days of each weapon. And Di Veroli came out on the first day in juniors as a cadet, went all the way through the day, picked up the silver medal, came back at 8:30 the next morning, worked all the way through the day, took home the gold medal, came back the next day for teams and took home a bronze medal. How hard is it on the athletes to cope with this schedule and the coaches?
Yes, very hard for the athletes, and I believe it just shows how physically and mentally strong Di Veroli. It's the first event is a junior event, very challenging, very strong, and then cadet event, and then keep up also with the team. But I want to tell you that I think this year the organizers came up with the better format. I personally like it better, let's say. So juniors, and then you have cadet, and then so juniors can basically rest between,
Right, for team.
Have one for teams, yeah. Because, in many teams, especially when we talk about Italians, some of the cadet fencers making junior team, and they know to put them fence junior first, and then cadet tournament and then team. It was very hard on them last year. So this year it's a little bit easier.
Well, then we look at Lauren Scruggs. Double gold.
Oh yeah,
Last year, Yuka Ueno, double gold.
correct.
So it can be done. You might have to sleep for 2 weeks afterwards, but
Yeah.
very quiet match here. But that's not unusual in a match like this.
Yeah, like I said, they know each other very well, so they don't take a risk. Especially, I don't expect much happening on the first 2 periods, probably, and then they will start fencing more active, maybe towards the end of the bout. I think.
Buzzacchino, certainly the more active, but it is Di Veroli getting the hit. And the time is going to run out here in our opening period. Di Veroli on top by 3, by 4. He doesn't waste the opportunity. And 8-4, we go to our first 1 minute break. And Di Veroli is the stronger here, but as we always say, you can never write off an Italian fencer. So we'll see what Buzzacchino comes back with. We've had, you've been involved in this competition today. We've had a couple of real wild cards thrown at us. I mean, first of all, number 2 seed and the highest ranked fencer still in the competition, Ruslan Hasanov of Azerbaijan, which is great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But there was another character thrown in, which was the one from Canada.
Yeah, Yarov. Yeah.
Yarov.
Yarov, yes.
And I looked at the results, and he was off in the yellow quadrant, in the corner, and I looked. He was fencing a Korean guy.
Correct.
And beat him 15-1. And I was like, the guy must have been injured or something. Who is this guy? And then I saw him take out Jakub Jurka and nearly take out Buzzacchino.
Yeah, it's just his day. He's not one of the top fencer. He's
You could have fooled me.
yeah, but he beat very tough guys on his way to the top 8. Good for him.
Di Veroli not wasting any time here. He had silver in this event last year as a cadet. I would imagine he wants gold this time around. Buzzacchino gets his first in a while. Double. Buzzacchino picks up that attack. There's nothing really very complicated going on here, is there?
No, I just think that Di Veroli kind of rushed. He had few successful direct attacks, and then he rushed a little bit last 2 touches, and Buzzacchino is still in the game.
Well, another double, and those doubles from here on out do not help BUZZACCHINO. They just edge Davide Di Veroli closer to the gold medal match. Another direct attack there from Di Veroli. Another double, and all it will take is one more to put Di Veroli into the gold medal match. And that will do it. Davide Di Veroli 15-10 over his teammate Gianpaolo BUZZACCHINO. And Di Veroli will fight for gold. BUZZACCHINO will take home a bronze. And last night it was the Russian national anthem twice. We know we'll hear the Italian national anthem at least once